Hello guys, welcome back to another video. Today I'm going to show you these updated custom tactics for the 4-1-2-1-2 formation. So I'm going to get straight into it here, but just before I start I just want to say it really helps me out and it's greatly appreciated if you could just subscribe. Yeah, it really does help me out, but we're going to get straight into tactics now. So you can see this is the 4-1-2-1-2 second variant formation, which is much better than the first variant, which is why I'm showing these tactics. I've put it to my ultra attacking preset, but don't worry about that, that's where I've kept it for the video. So straight in with the tactics, the defensive style I personally keep on balanced with whatever formation I use, and width I'm going to stick with 5. It's not a too narrow formation, well it is a very narrow formation, but it's not too bad with the way the fullbacks are positioned, so it shouldn't really affect it too much changing the width. But depth I'm also going to keep on 4-2-6 depending on how comfortable you feel defending, just change it roughly about there, 5 as a sort of average. Offensive style I personally prefer fast build up with this formation, as it's quite narrow, the diamond shape works really well using fast build up. I also stick with 5 width. You can even go 6 width if you want to try and put the strikers a bit more further apart, but I go stick with 5 width. I also put 5 players in box. Corners I go on 3, and free kicks I just leave on 1 because you don't want to put too many players up there. For the instructions I personally keep the strikers on stay central. You can go with balance width if you want to, but when there are 2 strikers I think it's better to stay central. Balance width is more if there's only 1 striker up front. But make sure you have getting behind on so they're always there when you need them, and stay forward so they're also always up there when you need them as well. For the cam I also use stay forward and get into the box for cross. Just obviously the more players you have in the box the much higher chance there is of you scoring. That's where most of the goals come from, and stay forward just so it's always helping out. Left mid, right mid, I personally just leave them completely default. I even leave cover wing on as well. You can go cover centre to maintain that diamond shape if you want to, but cover wing I prefer, just it's very slightly spreads it out, and that is the default, so it just makes it much easier to defend with. When you're attacking they will come back central again. For your CDM, make sure you have that on cover centre though, and use cut pass and lane just to stop them making their through balls through. And balance attack, I go with stay back while attacking for the attacking support. I don't like drop between defenders because that's too far back, but stay back while attacking is just like perfect CDM position. Now for the 2 centre backs, I keep on default, you never really want to touch them. Goalkeeper, I go with comes to crosses, just so they're always grabbing the ball. It's much easier to win the ball from corners. And sweeper keeper, much higher chance of you winning the one-on-one when you're using your keeper when defending. And for lastly, for fullbacks, I make sure you have overlap on the outside. And because it's such a narrow formation, I do use balanced attacks. They are pushing up slightly more. But I do make sure you have fast fullbacks for this. If you don't have fast fullbacks, or you want your fullbacks to always be back, make sure you have stay back while attacking on. But personally, for most people, I would recommend balanced attack. So that's it for these instructions for the 4-1-2-1-2 second variant formation. So thank you for watching. Subscribe for more FIFA 21 videos like these, and I'll see you next time. Goodbye.